Welcome. This is Fashion, Art, and Media. I'm Lydia Cutler, and today I have a guest who is from Europe, and he has so much to tell us. Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, Lydia. This is Karo Kurrani from. I'm Persian, but I live currently in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Right. How long have you?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing fashion design?
Oh, it's been a long time. I have studying different things. I have studying IT, computer, and then like 1.5 years pilot. But always I had the job related to the fashion. And then I start my university here, college, first art college in Denmark at 2013 or end of 2013. And then university in a fashion degree, and then in 2018 I graduated. And
wow.
Yeah, I've been chosen by Designer Nest. It's an award in Scandinavia that they choose the best student of 5 countries, almost 25 students from different fashion school. And then, yeah, that's it.
Right. Amazing. So, based on the fact that you come from, is it Persia, you said?
Yeah, yes.
How is the fashion compared to from Persia to Denmark?
Oh, it's a big difference. It's a very, very, very big difference. We have fashion, but in Iran right now, but it's the structure or the industry is weak. So we don't have really what we know as a fashion here in Europe, in Iran. We have a lot of great artists, a lot of good fashion designer, but the platform, we don't have the platform. They don't have the platform. But a lot of great artists, a lot of great fashion designers in Iran. Here in Denmark, you have a lot of platform, a lot of opportunity to show your talent or your art.
Right.
Also, there is good designers too. But in Iran, they don't have that platform right now.
Do they have right? Go on, please.
Yeah.
In Iran, do they have fashion shows?
Private fashion shows. Private fashion shows. Yes, there is a fashion show, but those are private because the state doesn't allow to have a fashion show. Yeah.
Okay. Very different from Iran to Denmark, because in Denmark there's shows everywhere.
Yeah,
have you shocked?
That's it. That's what I think, that the platform, we don't have really that platform in Iran to showcase.
Right.
Even we have a lot of great designer and artists, you know, they have a lot of, they have a big opportunity to show, to be big artists in the fashion industry, but unfortunately we don't have that. There is no platform. So it's a big problem there now.
Right.
And it's gonna be okay, I hope. It's getting better and better by time. But I haven't been in Iran, honestly, in the last 12 years. So I have no clue what's going on right now.
Right.
But as much as I know, because I have a lot of people around and connection, I don't think so. It's people
it's still not right.
Right.
I understand.
Yeah, it's a Islamic Republic, you know. Yeah.
I understand. Especially, I don't think that your girls will be allowed to go on the catwalk in Iran.
Yeah, that's the main problem. I mean, we have a fashion show for guys, but for girls, they have, but mostly like they have.
Oh, he's a bit frozen there. Hi.
Hello. Hi. I think I don't have your. No, yeah, I have it here now. Yeah.
Right.
So
I can understand
there
it.
is a there is a good, like we have. I heard that there is a fashion show for menswear, and then there is a fashion show also for women's wear, but mostly those are private. It's not that they have a like Tehran Fashion Week, or I don't know. We don't have that one.
Right. It's understood because of religion, so fine. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
You went to your fashion university in Denmark,
Yes,
and
yes, I did.
so have you showcased anywhere in other parts of the world besides Denmark?
Why I choose Denmark?
No. Have you done your fashion? Have you showed your collection
Yeah,
in other countries?
yeah. I showed in Berlin. I showed in Paris. I showed my collection. I got invited to those cities. Like Milan, I got invited 2 times at White Show.
Right.
And then in Paris, I got invited by some how you say those studios, private studios. And in
Yes.
Berlin, I got invited for SICK Berlin, and also in
Right.
Copenhagen, like 2 times at SIF and Revolver. Those are trade shows. So I've been
Right.
like in Milan, Paris, and Berlin, and Copenhagen, and once in Stockholm.
Wow,
So
that's
these,
great.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah, those are by invitation. Just yeah.
Amazing. I was looking at your collection. Your dresses are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
There's a dress which is quite like two skirts together. I don't know how I can describe that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that dress is a hell of a lot of work. It's almost a 3-person work on that dress for almost 20 days. It's
Oh,
almost
wow.
160 meter material fabric.
Right.
I use like tulle, and then the outer is actually it's 2-part dress.
Uh-huh.
And then the inspiration was about the parallel universe.
Oh.
So because I did the two, it's like our own universe,
Yes.
and then the parallel are to our own, and then the back side of the dress is open, so you have access to both.
Right.
Yeah, that was actually I showed it in Designer Nest Award, and then it was one of the favorite dress that year in Copenhagen.
Oh, wow. Well, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful dress. I can tell you
Okay.
that. It's
Thank
an
you. Thank you.
amazing dress.
Thank you.
Well done.
Actually,
So,
I got the
go on, please.
yeah, I got actually my mentor for making that dress was the head of Calvin Klein for maybe 15 years in USA.
Oh, wow.
And then yeah, and then he also really liked the dress at the end, how it become, because we work a lot. We wanted to show something different in the dress category. I mean,
Yes, of course.
something unseen or something like new. So we made this one. It's a huge dress. It's a very, very huge dress, very big dress.
And it's
And
different.
and it's different. The material is different. The material is made of metal. The outer line is a metal, but they made the fabric out of metal. It's so thin.
Wow.
It's Raf Simons designed that the fabric, and I got sponsored by the company. It's very expensive material, almost cost 200 euro per meter.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, even more actually. Even more, yeah. So that dress, it was a lot of job. It was part of the collection. So each collection I make one dress.
Right.
Doesn't matter. It's what kind of collection is it, street style, is it casual? But one dress coming with the collection. And then I'm holding just one dress, and I'm holding at the end and making something together with those dresses.
Right.
And I
Okay.
have 3 dresses now. Yeah.
So you work with the other designers besides yourself?
I haven't worked yet I have designed for other brands,
Right.
but I haven't collaborated with anyone right till now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Designing for other brands is sounds very exciting.
Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, you have to do what they want. I mean, you have a little bit limitation, but it's okay.
Very talented.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you coping with the fashion design during the pandemic? Because most people, the fact that we can't go anywhere, are you doing any new collection?
No, but I'm drawing, like I took a canvas and I'm drawing, and I'm doing mostly research about what we can do like after pandemic, because everything changed.
Yes.
So the old rules, I don't know this is gonna works more. So I'm just researching what I have to do for after pandemic.
Yeah, makes sense, because at the moment nobody knows what's going to happen next.
That's it. You don't know, you know.
Yeah, because everything is just out there.
I have opened my shop in August, and then since then, it was our first shop in Copenhagen, and since then we were open like 1.5 months. So it's closed. We are now is lockdown everywhere till next month in Copenhagen.
Right.
So we were closed, yeah.
Right. Not good, especially when you are starting and then all of a sudden you have to close.
Exactly. But it's at least we are healthy. This is what I'm.
This is it. About. Exactly. Yeah. We don't get to think about that really.
No.
And that's probably most important, because if we are healthy, we can get to wait and see how things are going to pan out.
Exactly.
If anyone wanted to become a fashion designer, do you have any advice for them?
I mean, anyone can't be fashion designer. That's a thing they should know at the first point. You should learn fashion, you should know the fashion, you should know the industry, you should have education, and then pass those steps to become a fashion designer by working for other fashion designers, like to make one-piece clothes. Otherwise, you make pollution. You make more useless clothes, or not creativity. You know, so you have to be really try to be a fashion designer. I think so. You know, I think so. It's like that. Otherwise, like a lot of people, like they do it. You know, they have a talent. They started doing something. But I don't think so. They have a good.
The need for that.
Yeah, exactly. You have to know. You know, you have to study about that. You have to have a research. You have to read about it. You have to update yourself every day. And work is like other. It's not different than other industries. You have to learn about it, and then you become the worker in that industry. So I think that if they pass all of those things, my advice is to go to some design houses as an intern, and then use like 1 year, 2 years to learn how they work, how the things works. And after 1, 2 years, start slowly make their own, or if they want. But mostly they want to design for other brands. Mostly they want to be designer in other houses, you know?
Yes.
So I think it's a good idea to take it slowly and learn about it, and then go step by step up.
So in other words, what you are saying is that if somebody wants to be a fashion designer, they are creative. First of all, they have to go to school and then do a lot of research and then get themselves in a fashion house. to work in the fashion house before they actually can set out on their own.
Exactly. They have to learn the technique, from the sewing technique to the pattern technique to the cutting technique to the draping technique. Is a lot of things they have to learn. The design process, those things you don't learn it by your talent. You are talented, that's perfect, but you have to go to learn those things to be a fashion designer. Like if you are talented, you can be a dentist. You have to go to learn to university to learn. It's exactly the same, you know. But most of the people, they misunderstand, you know. They think the fashion is somewhere that they can get in. It's okay. It's the good thing about fashion is open for everyone, you know. Everyone is welcome.
That's right.
But the effect or the impact of those people, it's also damaged the fashion industry, I think, at the end of the story. At the end of the story. In a big picture.
That's what you said is actually makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah, people should know what they are doing before they can jump in there and, you know, start to show their collections or anything like that. But having said so, one question I have for you, if somebody is highly talented, because I've done interviews with so many fashion designers who are doing great, they never went to school, but they have the talent and they are just going out there making the dresses and selling the dresses. Do you think this is a bad thing what they are doing, or can they just do that but maybe go to school?
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. They have a talented, they use it as a talent, and then we call them a talented person. We don't call them a fashion designer, because for a fashion designer you need to be a skilled, you know, you need to know the cut, you know, to know the how the process going, you know. We call them talented people, and then we love them. There is a lot of them, and there's the fashion open for them, and then they make it nicer. If you are really true talented, let me give you an example. I work for a designer in Copenhagen. I think he's one of the best in Scandinavia. Mark Henley Domino 10, his name is.
Yes.
He made his first dress at age of 12 for Princess Mary of Denmark.
Oh, wow.
For the royal family at age of 12. And then he made a lot of dresses, but he graduated at master degree at Central St. Martin in London. And then he went as an intern to Alexander McQueen, to Balenciaga. He learned. If you're talented, you are just talented, you know. And then you can make things. But for me, you are a designer. You're talented. You can. All of those. Recently, we watched a lot of, me and my girlfriend. We watched a lot of nomads, tribes like around the world to get their inspiration. What I found out that they make their own clothes, and then their own clothes is super nice, very, very beautiful clothes. You can call them fashion designer, you know. Fashion designer is who knows the market, knows people, what people needs, knows the art, and then how he can put something on the industry, you know. They put the designers, they put into industry. Non-designers, they take from industry, you know.
Right.
Yeah, but talented people are always respected, in my opinion, but they are talented.
Right. They are talented, but not fashion designers.
No, it's different.
Fair enough. Yeah. That's your opinion. And I think it's a good opinion. Wow. Is there anything else you might want to add from what we have discussed today?
No. The last topic is the biggest example why we go far away. Alexander McQueen. He was one of the most talented designer in the world.
That's true.
But he begged for going to Central St. Martin in London, you know. He begged for those things, and then he got it, and then he studied that, you know. So you have to know the technique, the skills that in a school you got to learn that.
Right. I hope that
You can
our
also go to
viewers.
other houses. Yeah, you can go also to houses to learn. You can go like work maybe 10 years in other houses, Valencia, I don't know, the big houses to learn. That also give you the skills. But there is a faster way. Go to a school, learn it, do your work, more research, and then it's faster.
Right. Except there is so many creative people and the fashion houses, not all of them can take everyone. And yet people are so eager to showcase what they make.
That's it. They get the talented. If you have a really talented person, they will get it, you know? This is, and then they will teach them. They will, it's like a school. Those big houses is like a academy. You go there and then you learn step by step.
Exactly.
But it takes long time, you know? It takes long time to get what you can get through the school. When you have PhD teacher, when you have master degree teacher can teach you every day. So this is much better. To go to work for some houses and then learn every month something maybe.
Actually, what you're saying makes sense because education is very important. Education is wealth. You don't go wrong with education. You never go wrong with good education, especially fashion design.
Exactly. And then especially now, because a lot of things change, you should know about it. It's not about the fashion also. They tell you what to make to not, because it's just almost one of the most biggest industry that makes pollution. It's because there is a lot of people don't know about fashion are involved in, you know. They make clothes to sell. They look at it as a business. It's okay. It's a business also, but you can make a clean business. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's my opinion, I think, about this one.
What do you think about fashion designers going to China, for instance, or going to Bangladesh and using young children to make dresses that come to Europe or to UK to be sold? What do you think about those?
I mean, they should go a course, 6 months course of human being first, and then we can talk about them, because those things is not about the design. Is we can like relate it. This is what thing the human need, you know. How you can do that, you know, is the first question. How it's not about fashion. First of all, how you can do that, or if you're going there, it's okay if they can bring job to those countries that they don't have job. Like now is Africa actually getting big in fashion industry. If you can bring job to them, that's fine, but be sure that you pay them. Be sure that you don't use them, or your production don't use them, you know. So those people who do those things, they should really first of all go and learn about how to be a first human, you know.
Exactly.
I don't think that is a difference between Europe, or you have a production here, or Europe, or you have to really be sure that your production pay enough to the co-workers, you know. So this is what we learn in a school. We adapt it, you know. We don't do it, you know. We learn it that we have to go in this way.
Yes.
So one of the things you can learn, when you don't know, maybe you go, you know. When you know that, you will take care of it.
Right.
It's one of the smallest things you can learn in a school, for example.
Right. I'm just going to go back to your dress, the dress that I like so much. You said it's based on alternative universe, right? Parallel universe.
The inspiration was.
The inspiration.
Was that,
What made you decide on that particular inspiration?
Yeah, it's. I have studied quantum physics for a long time, so it was like in my head to do something about it.
Right.
Yeah, and then I did that it was my final exam in my bachelor degree, that dress.
Right.
Yeah, so I
Quantum
decided
physics.
to do. Yeah, I have studied like as a hobby for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, how can I bring it to the fashion, like as an inspiration? But it wasn't the only inspiration. The Scandinavian art sector also were involved in that design process, and I made almost 10 outfits and one dress. That is the dress you're talking about.
Yes, I love that dress. I love that dress. So if anyone wanted to get in touch with you and probably see your collection, or maybe just to have a chat, do you have any social media presence where people can, contact you?
My Instagram mostly. My Instagram, Karo Kurrani, my own personal, and Enclave Monarchy, my brand.
Right. You will have to give me the links so that I can include them here. And if possible, photos to go with this interview so that people can see, especially that dress. I would like for people to see the dress because it's so beautiful. So maybe at the end of the interview, you will have to send that over to me, and then I can, they can be included with this interview for our viewers to see what you've done, because that's great work. Absolutely great work.
Sure. I will do that 100%. I just send you the link of my brand, and my own Instagram, Karo Kurrani. But I will send you. Because I'm using the phone now.
No problem.
And I have a lot of pictures on my phone. I will send it to you after the.
No problem. So you are on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram.
A website?
I'm on Facebook. Facebook. Currently, we closed the website and then we're working on it in this pandemic because we are closed. So we're working on it to make some difference. But it's the same name, enclavemonarchy.com and karokurrani.com.
Right. Amazing. Well, thank you so much. It's been wonderful talking to you.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
I've really enjoyed this interview, especially I like what you said about people being creative and not being fashion designers. People need to know the difference.
Exactly. What I think, I don't know if I'm right or no, but what I think that it makes sense for me. And then I saw the fact that it really makes sense, but maybe other people have some other opinion.
Well, everybody is entitled to their own. That's your own opinion. And
exactly,
whatever you think that it should be, your own opinion should be respected. So we respect it. Your own words, and that's it.
Thank you. I just don't want to offend the creative people in fashion industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, I hope to see more of your collection, especially the latest collection. I don't know what that is that you're making back there. Is that going to be a suit?
This one?
Yeah.
No, this is just a painting. I draw it like.
Oh, it's just a painting. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. I've seen it. Okay.
It's perfect. Like that.
Perfect. It's going on your t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Thank you.
It's nice. Thank you very much anyway.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure and an honor to talk to you.
Thank you.
With your clothes and your hair and your face and your shoes. Fashion.
Fashion.
Aberdeen fashion.
Fashion.